Well, since people insist on buying indoor-outdoor carpet still, in this video, I'm going to break it down how to get it done. What is good? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, and in this video, we are installing indoor-outdoor carpet in a basement, man cave, kitchenette area, and on a flight of stairs. So we got our spill block padding down. We're going to go ahead and get all that set up first. Taping the seams in place because we got a concrete subfloor, no option for staples. The only other option would be to go ahead and glue it down. I don't like doing that. So we're just going to go ahead and tape it down. And the cool part about working with spill block padding is that it slides oh so nice. When you move the carpet around, it just slides right over top of the padding. It doesn't shift it around, bunch it up, none of that. So you can get pretty wild moving around. Now, you may have seen me go down the wall right there. I was removing the salvage edge right there. Boom, boom, boom. Take the salvage edge off. And there's no baseboards in this room, which is going to make life really easy for me at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and slowly work it out without pulling it off of that back wall. And get it net to the side wall there. And we're just going to be able to tuck that when we're doing the install, which is great. I'm going to fold the rest of it out there, cut around the cabinets. Then we're going to get down to business, shaping this thing out and stretching it on. So right now you can't see from where the camera angle is, but there's a couple different cabinets in place, so I'm just shaping out around those. Now we have a transition from indoor-outdoor carpet to old plush carpet. So typically you could seam to stuff like this. I'm not trusting the edge, so I'm going to go ahead and actually add a gripper metal to this, which is acceptable in these scenarios where you have very drastic different carpets. If anybody disagrees, I'm doing it right now, so that totally makes it acceptable. Now, we're going to go ahead and take our 10 snips there, cut it to fit width size, line it up, make sure everything's sitting pretty. And if we're in good shape, we're going to go ahead and grab those concrete pins and start driving it home, get it into place so we could stretch it on, lock it in, be good to go. Look at me, I didn't even remove all the background sound. You get some of that good hammer goodness in the background there. It's like a little funky beat for you to go ahead and watch this carpet install. So, on this, I am actually using a combination of 5/8 concrete nails, which you can find at any of the big box stores. And I think I threw a couple 11/16 in there that sitting in the bag randomly that came out of old tack strip. Now, the perks to the 11/16 nails is that they're a little bit longer, and I did set this metal on top of that old carpet there. So I am driving it through a little bit of a carpet pile, and the 11/16 nail is going to ensure that it's getting all the way through and grabbing it in place. But anytime you're setting a metal just directly on concrete, usually the 5/8 concrete nail is your go-to. And you can get a box of probably about 100 to 200 of these roughly for about $3 to $4 at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of your local big box joints. So very common thing, no worries, grab and go and you'll be good to go. We got the pad lined up there. We're going to trim that off right up to the gripper metal and flop that out. We're going to cut this down, make everything nice and manageable, and we're going to start stretching it on. So this is the wall just past this metal. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this up right here. And I didn't speed up the video a whole lot just because I want you to get an idea of the kicking style and method for you DIY types out. I'm going to hold that kicker head about 2 inches away from the baseboard there and just space it out about a kicker head with every kick. So plant it, kick, move it a kicker head over, kick again, and just keep going all the way down. Get a funky rhythm going, get a bass line going in your head. That's what you're playing to right there. Crease it on with a stair tool, a hammer, a hook knife. I'm a hook knife guy personally. Once it's locked onto the tack strip, go ahead and trim and tuck it in so you know it's not going to come off. So when trimming and tucking it in, a couple things to keep in mind here, especially with the indoor-outdoor carpet. First things first, you want a very sharp blade because you do not want a mess of strings going all over the place. You want to cut right through, one and done, good to go. I've seen this with a lot of newbies and helpers though, and it probably happens pretty often in the DIY world. When you're cutting indoor-outdoor carpet and you see me folding it back like that, making that cut, if you're new to this and you're a little bit aggressive, you could cut through that and the top layer of the next one because it's so thin and you don't know how to gauge it. So if you are planning on taking on a project like this, I'm just recommending take your time. You still need a very sharp blade, but do not rush it because if you go too far through, you will actually cut through the next layer, and on the face of the carpet, you will have nice little gashes in it, which will ultimately fray and be a hot, hot mess that you don't want to deal with. You just have to end up replacing the project in a year because your carpet will be shredded, ugly disaster. Now, I'm just working my way down the wall here. In my world, I don't buy wall trimmers anymore because back in the day, my guys would constantly leave them on job sites. I got tired of buying them. And then we're talking like 10, 12 years ago this went down. So I said, no more wall trimmers, period. That's it. Everybody's cutting everything by hand. So I myself was included in this mess, and I never went back to the wall trimmer. Literally that long. Never went back. Hand cut everything now. Deal with it, dude, and get good at it. That's what's up. If you're good, you'll get fast. So it's just a matter of practice. I'm not saying don't use wall trimmers, but DIY people, you have no business buying a wall trimmer. Keep that money in your pocket. Get yourself a knife and a hook knife. Clackety-clack. Trim and tuck. Get that down. Make a buck. Look at me. I tried to make stuff rhyme. Didn't even have it. That was all horrible there. Now I got my last wall. Gonna stretch that on. There's no baseboards, which I'm absolutely loving. So just quick and easy trim and tuck. It doesn't even have to be perfect because the baseboard's going right on top of it. It's going to be beautiful. Back to the metal I was just at. We're going to go ahead and stretch that on now. And kick it up to the metal, crease it on with my hook knife. Work my way down with it there. Till I got the whole thing locked on. Just spacing a kicker head space each time. Kick and tuck, crease it on. Now, take your knife there. This part's fun. You get a nice sharp blade in your knife. You go ahead and cut a slice down the middle and then just run your blade right along the middle there. Get that piece out of the way. And you can just tuck it right in with ease. Lob the other side off. It's all off. Get your hook knife there, your stair tool, whatever you're using to tuck with. Chop, chop, chop. Go ahead and get to the metal. Whoop, whoop. Look at that. Look at that. So easy and smooth. I absolutely love it. It's all tucked. Everything's good to go. Now, cut this last little section here. And that's basically it for this. I'm going to get to work on cutting out the stairs shortly here. My little homie Chase Nasty, he's going to take the hammer and smash the stuff out of the metal because I know you viewers absolutely love when we take a hammer to the metal. My clients love it too. Nothing like a good old industrial look to really get the paychecks coming in. So let me get out of the way here and let the big homie take over. Get his Indian style stance going. Take the hammer, dinging it up, dinging it up. Making people crazy, getting paid anyway. Ah, that's that Carpet Expert Blueprint style there. Rub it in with your fingers a couple times to act like you're blending it in because you could totally blend in a metal with your fingertips. Anyway, it's time to get on to cutting some stairs here. Now, a couple different ways to cut your stairs. Me, I'm freestyling. You know I freestyle everything. But if you are not into freestyling, you would still measure over, and you could use a flathead screwdriver and a top cutter, run a row where you run the screwdriver in between the nap all the way down, and then take your top cutter and just run it down that line you had just created. Me, I'm just tracing a straight edge on the back, measuring over 3 feet, cutting it off, good to go. These, we had no option but to do waterfall stairs, which I hate doing. I try to Cadillac everything, but these were literally squared off stairs. So, and some people would be like, oh, you got lucky. You just had to do waterfall anyway. I can't stand doing waterfall stairs. It's hot garbage. But when you don't have any other option, you do them. It is what it is. So with ease, you just go ahead and staple the base of it. Then you go up, you staple the top, you're good to go. And then there's the final room right there. The client comes down and says, oh my gosh, this looks so good. I could set up shop. Here's your money. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to tell all my girlfriends about you and they're going to buy carpet from you too. That's how you run the carpet and flooring industry. If you have any other questions about this, go ahead and comment below or shoot me a text at 440-678-1151. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll connect with you on the next video.